Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about WrestleMania. I asked ChatGPT to do the definitive ranking of the 10 worst WrestleMania editions of all time, and why. 10. WrestleMania 25. A show with no balance. This event is saved only by the legendary Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels match. Everything else was a void. The Triple H versus Randy Orton main event lacked any spark despite a brutal build-up. We also saw a Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal won by Santina Marella, which mocked the entire women's division, and a disappointing Hardy Brothers match. Without Taker and HBK, this will be near the very bottom. 9. WrestleMania 15. Attitude-era chaos without the quality. This show suffered from short, messy matches and a lack of ring psychology. The Hell in a Cell between Undertaker and Big Boss Man was so bad people only remember the hanging of the Boss Man. While Rock vs. Austin was a historical milestone, it couldn't save a card filled with useless interference and lazy booking that felt rushed. 8. WrestleMania 27. A giant commercial for the following year. The entire show felt like a prologue for Rock vs. Cena at WM28. The Miz vs. Cena main event was lackluster and ended in a confusing mess just to set up a rock bottom. On top of that, we were forced to watch Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole, a 15-minute match nobody asked for that stole time from much more deserving wrestlers. 7. WrestleMania 32. Exhausting length and illogical results. Clocking in at over 6 hours. It was simply too long. Many results were chosen just for shock value, like Zack Ryder's win that led nowhere. The main event between Roman Reigns and Triple H happened in front of an exhausted, hostile crowd that just wanted the night to end.
6. WrestleMania 13. A hollow, one-match card. Like WrestleMania 25, this show has one masterpiece. Bret Hart vs. Stone Cold. Aside from that perfection, the rest is forgettable. A dull main event between Undertaker and Psycho Sid and a series of soulless filler matches make watching this show an uphill battle for 90% of its runtime. 5. WrestleMania 2. The failed three-city experiment. WWE held the event in 3 different cities simultaneously. The logistics were a disaster and the commentary was uncoordinated. Many matches were short fillers featuring celebrities who didn't know how to wrestle, like the Mr. T vs. Roddy Piper boxing match. It was a confusing mess that fragmented the crowd's energy.
4. WrestleMania 36. The depressing silence of the pandemic. It wasn't WWE's fault, but watching WrestleMania in the ghostly silence of the Performance Center was heartbreaking. Despite the cinematic boneyard match, the lack of fan energy made the event feel cold and surreal. It's a testament to a dark period that stripped the soul out of the sport. 3. WrestleMania 11. Celebrities over wrestling. The main event wasn't a pro wrestling match, but NFL player Lawrence Taylor against Bam Bam Bigelow. While Diesel versus HBK was solid, it was overshadowed by Pamela Anderson's presence. This edition represents the low point of the 90s, where the product felt desperate for any mainstream celebrity attention. 2. WrestleMania 4. An endless, repetitive tournament. 14 matches in one night. Most ended in disqualifications or countouts just to advance the tournament brackets. The crowd sat in graveyard silence for 4 hours while the wrestlers grew exhausted and the stories had no time to breathe. It was a tedious ordeal that felt like it would never end. 1. WrestleMania 9. A disaster from every angle. Set at Caesar's Palace, it's remembered for ridiculous togas and the worst ending ever. Bret Hart lost the title to Yokozuna, only for Hulk Hogan to appear and win the belt in 20 seconds in an unannounced match. It was an insult to the fans and to basic storytelling logic. Tacky atmosphere, terrible matches, the absolute bottom of the barrel. So this was the top 10 worst WrestleManias of all time, and why they were placed there made by Chat. Tell me what you think. Is it a good list?